Chandelier today actually. Let's go with delete default cube to begin with, and I'm going to go ahead and change the render engine to cycles from Eevee. Let's go ahead and just add a couple of circles on here just for a little bit of a guide. I'm going to go ahead and just press S for scale just to bring this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and place in a secondary circle right here with Shift D. Also, I need to re-download a few things because this is the alpha version. I don't think that I can get my screencasting keys on here, so I'm just gonna say them, I guess. Right, okay, so transform, let's go with Shift D to duplicate, but it's not doing anything. That's interesting, that's really interesting. Go back with Control Z. Is there a Shift D for duplicate now? This is interesting. Shift D. Ah, okay. Okay, it was already there. It's just not showing up as it would in the last software. Let's press S to scale this down. Okay, that was very interesting. So, usually what it does with the other versions is it shows an additional ring, but for some reason this version hasn't, unless it's not been placed into the program at the moment, because it is still experimental at this stage. Yeah, okay, so we'll go with this, it's fine. So let's go 1, which will be the side view. Split the atom right here, so we've got 2 side views. You can see the rings right here on this orange bit. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to delete the default lighting just for the moment and the camera, so that we've got more creative expression without duplicating things unnecessarily. So let's go ahead and add in a cylinder, and I'm going to go ahead and just select the inner circle for the moment. Let's go ahead and place this to one side. So S for scale, we'll bring this up. Let's move this across. Let's scale this down. S for scale, bring this up. Scale this down. And what I'm going to do, let's do right click shade smooth. Go to the materials tab right here at the side. Let's go with new, and we'll call this as black wire. Just for the moment. And what I'm going to do is stretch this outwards because we're going to have little charms going around the outside. So let's go with G, bring this to the side. You're going to want to go 7 to heaven if you can't see it. So primarily, you're going to want to get this little piece right here on the little crosshatch, just there. Dead center. Let's go ahead and press G and bring this up to about here. So it's just floating above. And what I'm going to do, let's go to add. We will go with an icosphere just for this particular chandelier. Let's go with G, and again we can go with 7 to heaven here. You can use X-ray just to bring through some of those little grids at the back, and we can go with G, bring this to the center, make sure that it's dead center again, and let's go ahead and just bring that camera around. Alright, so once we've got this part right here, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and test the glass on 5.1 alpha. So we'll go with materials tab, new. This one will be glass. We're going to go ahead and go to surface, change out your principal BSDF for glass BSDF, and take down that roughness. So now when we go to the last render tab, we should have something that looks akin to this. So now, when we duplicate all of these pieces that we have right here, they will all be the same material, which is what we want for this particular project. But if you do want to change the material, feel free to do so, and you can go to new material at the side. It's between the shield and the X, where you've got glass written right here. And you can go ahead and click the what looks like 2 pieces of paper for new material. It will give you the exact same parameters as the prior material, however you can now amend it. And don't forget to press amend within the edit settings as well, which is assign. So let's go ahead, and we've got the side view right here. So This is our little string that's going, and we've got our little glass piece right there. Let's go with Shift D. Use the Z axis to go up. Now if you press 1 on the number pad, it will go here. If you press 2 on the number pad, it will go here. I believe it works the same. Yes, it works the same at the top of the keyboard as well for those of you who don't have number pads. So let's go with 2 a piece. So let's go Shift D, 2, Shift D, 2. Now at this point you could take these 4, holding Shift. Let's go Shift D, and then we're going to put 8. So that goes up to there. Now you'll notice that we've just ran out of string essentially just at the top right here. We have it all running down here and then it just kind of stops. So what you can do is just press S for scale, use that axis, and then G just to bring this up. Alright, so once we've got something like this, what we can do now is start to place it in certain places where we'd like it on our model. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to box select this from the side. That is at an angle, isn't it? That's really weird. That shouldn't be at an angle, but it's at an angle nonetheless. Unless it's just the... I think it's the camera. I think it's the camera. It's definitely the camera. If it happens, it happens. But you can press delete and then go add. Redo the cylinder. Maybe I nudged something that I shouldn't have. Let's go S for scale. Bring this down. Just give me 1 second. Alright, so we got it like that. Might be a bit too tall. Shorten that a bit. I think it's the perspective. It just looks, it kind of looks like that. Okay, you know what, I'm going to work with it. I'm working with it. Right, so make sure 7 to heaven if you have deleted yours, the same way that I have deleted mine. Make sure that that's at that point again. Just dead center right there. Alright, so once we've got something like this, I'm just going to go ahead and reassign that black wire to it and right click shade smooth on that. Alright, so once we've got this, let's box select everything, just holding the left cursor and then just box select that. We'll go ahead and we'll go Shift D, click, leave it where it is. We'll go with G, bring this across. You want to go 7 to heaven again, just to make sure that you are dead center. Which I'm just slightly off. We'll go there. Okay, box select everything that you've just created. As such, make sure that you don't get the outer loops. If you get the outer loops, just double click them, they should even out. Let's go with Shift D again. Click, leave it where it is. Alpha rotate, and we will go 90. So now we have our little central bit right here. We're going to want to take one of these little things right here. I'm going to call them kebab skewers. They look like kebab skewers. Let's go ahead and take one of those. Let's go Shift D. Click G, bring it across to the opposite side. We'll go 7 to heaven again just to make sure that we're lining up correctly. You want to be able to get it to the points, the furthest point of the circle right here. And then we'll go ahead, since we've got a hold of that already, we'll go Shift D again, bring this across. Make sure that it sits and fits just at the side right there. Now, once you've got this, let's go ahead and select all of that again. Make sure that you've got the centerpiece as well. So we need skewer 1 right here, hold the shift, skewer 2 right here, we'll go 7 to heaven, let's go Shift D, click, alpha rotate, and we are at 90 degrees. You're going to want to go ahead and hold down Shift, select this, and select this. Make sure that you also select the little sticks in between. Let's go 7 to heaven again, and I believe that when we Shift D we should be 45. So R, rotate, and 4, 5. Just in the middle there. Now you can do another rotation if you'd like to, but I believe it's 22.5 or something like that. So if we do 45 divided by 2, we're looking at 22.5. That was a good guess. Right, okay, so 7 to heaven. Let's go ahead and select everything. Don't worry if you select the circle right there, because we can just double click that off. Right, okay, so once we've got this, 7 to heaven, Shift D, click, leave it where it is, and we'll go alpha rotate, and we are 22.5. Just at the centre right there. So now we have this nice little chandelier. The only problem is we don't have any lighting and we don't have anything for these to attach to. So what I would suggest is, let's go to just a regular kind of render and take off the X-ray. What I'm going to do is move this across. Let's get that into center right there. Alright, so I would say we could do a cylinder base. Let's go with G, bring this up. S for scale. Now, it should cover all bases as long as you've got this direct center. So let's go S for scale, bring this down a little bit. Make sure that these sit and fit inside of your little cylinder right here. You can go S for scale and bring this outwards a little bit. Right click shade smooth. We'll do this as a gold. So let's go with material and we will go with gold. Let's go with orange, kind of like a yellowy orange for this. Now obviously when we go to the render tab right here, you won't really see it that well because there's no what do you call it, polluted lighting pollution around the outside, which is, for those of you who don't know what lighting pollution is, it's basically lights from other sources going onto your light itself. So yeah, we've got something like this right here. Let's go ahead and just amend this slightly. We'll go to edit mode, take the base face right here, we'll go for E for extrude, bring it outwards a little bit, we'll make a slight bevel, so S for scale. And all you're doing, if you can see this on the left hand screen, is you're just making it a slight little dip right there. So let's go ahead with E for extrude again. Click, leave it where it is. S for scale, you want to go ahead and go past your little wires right here. E for extrude again, we can bring this up just slightly. E for extrude, click, S for scale, bring this inwards to about here. E for extrude, bring it down again. You're going to want to go, if we just turn on the X-ray on this side, just at the top right here, you'll see, let's just open that one up. You can see where the last place was. So your lighting's going to go here. You want to drop this down to somewhere about here. So let's go with G. Bring this down. Use the I believe it's the Z-axis for this. Yes. Z-axis to bring it down just slightly. E for extrude. Give it that slight little bevel, but do not go past the baseline right here. Let's go S for scale, bring this in. E for extrude again. Leave it where it is. S for scale. And then we can go E for extrude and just make a central part right here. So essentially what you need to do is make sure, if we move this to the side right here, we have the top that we've just made, this little indent, and then we have the base right here. We want the lighting to sit between these 2 points. So if you have the one side a little bit shorter than the other, the lighting might not work as well as on the other section. So let's go ahead and place in that lighting, shall we? So let's go with, I'm going to go back to objects mode real quick. Let's go to add. You can go ahead with another cylinder on this if you'd like. So we can press G, bring this up, and as I was saying before with the X-ray right here, you need this light, this emission, in between this little space right here. So let's go with S for scale, bring this down. S for scale, bring this up. S for scale, bring this down again. It doesn't matter if it's in the top portion of the creation because no one's going to see that bit. Alright, so once we've got something like this, let's go right click shade smooth. I'm going to go ahead and place a plane underneath so you guys can see where the lighting's coming from. And then I'm just going to darken the environment as well. So, should have, let's go with here, yes. So, background right here. Right. So we've got the plane underneath, this is dark. And then we just need to grab our emission right here. So let's go to material, new. I'm going to call this Emmy for emission. Let's go with principal BSDF under surface, and then we will go to glass BSDF. Sorry, not glass BSDF. We'll go to emission from principal BSDF, and now you can see that we've got lights coming through our little creation. So now we have this nice little chandelier with all this pattern coming through at the back. If I go ahead and just extend this a little bit so you guys can see. Now the lighting will come through last. Don't worry about that, it's just a computer doing its calculations. You could also take all of this and you could make the colour that we have for the light right here into a different shade. If you're interested in a blue chandelier, that's something that you could look at. If you're interested, maybe, I do like that blue, in a green chandelier. Maybe you've got a green themed room, I don't know. I have never seen a green chandelier in my life, but there we go, things happen. So yeah, you've got green chandelier right there, you've got red, orange chandelier, blue chandeliers. I do like the aqua. There's something about glass in Blender and aqua kind of themes and kind of that nice little teal. Yeah, go ahead, have fun with that. Yeah, so that's Blender 5.1 alpha, and hopefully we'll be able to make some good stuff in March. I will see you in the next tutorial. Thank you for joining. Bye.